What is going on, my broskiis? My name is Toadskii, back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about all of the brand new support units that are going to be getting their update after the maintenance for the brand new version 9.1.0 update. I've already made a video on my channel about the brand new update, talking about all the new features that we are going to be seeing in the new update. And if you guys want to go ahead and check that out, make sure you go ahead and go over to the channel. There should be a card at the top of the video you guys can go ahead and have a look at. But yes, as I said, in this video today, we're going to be breaking down the brand new support abilities that are going to be arriving after the maintenance period. Now, there are so many to go through. Like, look at all these units. Look at all these units that we have to go through in this video. I'm going to try and speed through this as fast as I possibly can. So let's go ahead, waste no time, and get into it. I just want to make an addendum to this video, guys. This video ended up being like a 40-minute video, so I'm trying to condense it down as much as possible for you guys. So what you guys will be seeing in this video is just the highlights of these support characters, and any character that I basically do not talk about throughout this video is just a character that is not a very exciting support ability, whether it be, a defense plus stat boost or just a stat boost ability. But the rest of the support abilities you guys are about to see are the more important ones that you might want to think about maxing with the new support ability update. 53 is going to be Rakuyo. I actually think this guy was actually pretty good. Yeah, so this guy supports Whitebeard, Ace, Marco, and Vista. And once per adventure, when you reach the final stage, change the support character's orb into a Psy orb and reduce the special cooldown of the supported character by 1 turn. This is a pretty good ability. Like, the main culprit where you'd actually use this would be for Whitebeard and Marco, because Whitebeard and Marco, they do have a pretty high cooldown for their special ability, and having this ability to just rewind the special as well as guarantee a Psy orb, pretty nice, even though in the long run you're going to be using their special to shuffle your orbs away anyway. But to get the cooldown reduction, that might see play. I'm not 100% sure if this actually will like avoid like special rewinds. Like, if all your characters get rewinded by 1 turn, does that happen and then this support ability activates afterwards? I think it does. So that might be really, really nice. And I mean, it's going to be good for, him as a sub or as a captain for Whitebeard and Marco. Also supports Vista. This wouldn't really help out Vista too much because he's an int unit. Like, the only good Vista I can really think of being the int rare recruit one, because you use him for the fixed damage dealing. So overall, for Ace as well, it doesn't really help out Ace all that much. If you really wanted to get more cooldown reduction on your Ace, it's okay. I think out of all the support abilities we've looked at so far, it's probably one of the better ones. So I think Rakuyo is pretty solid. Whitey Bay. Now, this is the one that I've talked about in like lots of different videos. Whitey Bay has a really great support ability, and I've actually personally been saving copies of this character whenever I pull her during my summons. So, she supports slasher characters. Once per adventure, when a supported character uses a bind or despair reducing special, reduces bind and despair by a further 2 turns. This is really good because this can be added on to a lot of different characters, namely Rare Recruit Kiros, who reduces bind, I think, by 3 turns, as well as provides a 3-turn slasher attack boost. And then you've got Treasure Map Law, who is like probably one of the better ones to support, because Treasure Map Law does so many different things, right? He reduces bind and despair by 2 turns, adjacent orbs and himself get a matching orb, and a 0.7 combo boost and cooldown reduction. So when you have this character supported with Treasure Map Law, you get 4 turns of bind and despair removal. So with sockets, it's 7 turns of removal that you get. I think that this is 100% a character you would probably want to feed support medals to. Though, one thing I got to say as well is that when you have the support medals, you shouldn't go ahead and feed the support medals like straight away. You should, only use them when you need to use them for a character. Like, just because a character has a good support ability doesn't mean you should just feed your medals straight off the bat. Always save them for when you actually need to go ahead and use them. 686, which VV is this? 686? VV's Breather. I don't think, did Global ever get this character? I don't even remember Global ever getting this character. And it's not even listed here what her support ability is. That's a little bit of a weird one. Okay, we'll move off of that one. 718, is this Legend Mihawk? It is. Okay, Legend Mihawk. Well, we'll go to his 6+, but the support ability is still the same either way. We'll go ahead and give slasher characters 9% stats. Okay, that's what you want to see on a legend character. 9% stats to a single class. really, I mean, look at that HP value, man. And the attack power is pretty good, especially with cotton candies added as well. Recovery doesn't matter too much, but you know, slashers aren't really known for their recovery. That is a really good support ability, so Hawkeye's Mihawk is very, very good. 754 is going to be CP9 Jabra. I'm a big fan of the rare recruit. I think he's actually pretty good. At level 5, once per an adventure, when the supported character uses their special, changes orbs on all characters into the supported character's orb. That's a very, very unique support ability. I'm not too sure in what kind of circumstance you could actually use this ability. I don't actually know. I would say keep an eye out for it. I would probably feed, you know, if you get dupes of this character, you should probably feed, I mean, with any character that has a support ability, you should feed dupes to it for the support ability. But this is one that you'd probably want to keep an eye out for, because I don't know off the top of my head in any circumstance where this would be directly useful. But the thing about it is that support abilities do not activate special interrupts on the enemy. So in a circumstance, right, where if the enemy has an interrupt when you manipulate your orbs, you can have this ability on your team, and you can get your full board orb manipulation, and then use a beneficial orb enabler to guarantee matching orbs. Like, this is a pretty interesting effect. So I think that could see some play in some sort of team. You know, supporting Rob Lucci and Kaku, there aren't like many top tier units that are Rob Lucci and Kaku, but it's still a pretty nice ability to have. 846 is going to be Buffalo. Buffalo is not very good, but in terms of what his ability does, Gladius, Baby 5, and Pika. Once per an adventure, when the supported character uses their special, boost attack of all characters by 2 times after the 17th hit in the chain for 1 turn. Okay, I think that this could probably see play. The thing is you could have this support ability activate, and it would mean that you wouldn't really have to go ahead and use another sort of type boosting ability in order for you to get around a certain boss. One way that I could see this working really well is the fact that he does support Gladius. Now, Gladius is a driven shooter character that will boost color affinity of units. So the fact that he has this, you could go ahead and attach this to Gladius, get a conditional, or it's like a conditional boost, but it's the combo hit attack boost, as well as get a color affinity at the same time. I think that could definitely see play. I mean, you could attach it to Pika as well. The Int Rare Recruit Pika has Orb Manipulation and Utility, so that is a pretty nice ability to have for him as well. Or even the Raid Pika, who again has like really nice utility with Orb Manipulation and stuff. So this is okay. This is not too bad. This could definitely see play. 17th in the combo chain means, like, you know, your last 2 or 3 units basically are going to be hitting for pretty hard. You know, 2 times attack is pretty nice, and that will definitely go a long way in helping you clear content for sure. Corazon? It is Corazon. Okay, this is one that we have to talk about, right? Now, Corazon, he's just a good unit all round, right? We all know how good 6+ Corazon is, but they gave him a very, very powerful support ability as well. Only supports Law, which is a downside in a lot of circumstances, but kind of makes sense for the character. Once per adventure, when you're inflicted with Bind, Despair, Paralysis, reduces Bind, Despair, and Paralysis by 2 turns. Like, that's pretty good. I would highly suggest going ahead and maxing this out. At level 1, he only just reduces Bind and Despair, and then at level 4, it's Bind, Despair, and Paralysis, and then at level 5, he reduces it by 1 more turn. This is probably one I would want to go ahead and get to level 5. I'll probably use medals on this guy because it's just so worth it. The fact that he reduces it just naturally without any, like, you don't even have to activate anything. As long as he's attached to Law on your team, you'll always get it removed. But you got to see that it's only once, I believe. It says, yeah, once per adventure when you're inflicted with it. So if you want to deal with Bind, Despair, or Paralysis on stage 4 and stage 5, once you get inflicted with it on stage 4, this ability will activate and you will not be able to get it on stage 5. So, you know, got to put that out there that yes, you will have to deal with that. But the fact that it's Bind, Despair, and Paralysis, dude, like, yeah, this is one you want to max out for sure. Corazon's super duper good. 1081, this is a Kyros character that no one ever uses, the Dex Kyros, who boosts his own attack. Nothing really too crazy. Supports Rebecca. Once per an adventure, when the supported character uses their special, boost attack of the supported character by 2 times. Wow, okay. That is actually really strong. The 2 times attack boost to the supported character is really good. There aren't that many good Rebecca units though. The only one that really comes to mind that's a good Rebecca unit would be either the Halloween one or the Dex Rare Recruit one. So those are the only 2 good ones that really come to mind at the moment. But yeah, it's again, it's not really one that you are going to use all that often. Sentamaru, 12, was it 1230? I actually use this Sentamaru like reasonably often on Treasure Map NL teams for cooldown reduction for the captains and stuff. So let's see what he does. Supports Kizaru. Once per adventure when you reach the final stage, reduces special cooldown of the supported character by 2 turns, and changes supported character's orb and friend captain orb into matching. This is okay. Once again, it's kind of a nice piece of utility with guaranteed matching orbs and cooldown reduction as well. I guess this is kind of built to use Legend Kizaru as a captain, because Legend Kizaru obviously is reliant on him using his special ability to get your attack boost for your captain, or the more higher attack boost for your captain. Again, not like amazing either. It's just a whatever kind of special, because it only does support Kizaru at the end of the day, and that's not really going to be the best thing ever. Though then again, if you have Kizaru as a sub, it says special cooldown supported character by 2 turns, changes supported character's orb and friend captain's orb into matching. Yeah, so you can actually go ahead and guarantee a friend captain orb and the Kizaru orb to be matching. You know, Kizaru doesn't have to be your captain for you to get the most out of this, which is still pretty interesting. I don't know if I'll feed support medals to this character. I'll just wait and pull dupes of the character to max this guy out, but not overly terrible. Bastille, 1238. I actually have been starting to save Bastille. So Bastille, he has a support ability supporting Fujitora and Maynard. I was going to say them together. Fujnard. Support. Once per adventure, when the supported character uses their special, boost attack of all characters by 1.5 after the 20th hit of the combo chain for 1 turn. It is basically a nerfed version of Buffalo. It's legitimately just a nerfed version of Buffalo. Having just the extra attack just naturally is just really good. So I personally have been saving copies, because I actually I've pulled a few copies over the last couple pulls that I've done. So he's okay. He's okay. And I just think that having this extra bit of attack might help in some very specific circumstances. So it's nice to have, which is going to be, oh, Legend Zoro. Okay, this is again another one that we have to talk about. So Legend Zoro has a very, very good support ability, supporting Mihawk and Perona. Once per adventure, when the supported character uses their special, locks the chain at 2.5 for 2 turns. For 2 turns. I have been personally saving. I actually have a copy of Legend Zoro sitting on my account right now, specifically for this. Now, supporting Mihawk, that's pretty good, though if you are running a slasher-based team, sometimes you actually probably would want to run, you know, Zoro as a unit on your team, which is understandable. But also attaching to Perona as well, that's really, really cool. And you only have to just activate the special of that unit and you get a 2.5 times chain lock. Like, why not? It's extra damage for free without having to run an extra unit on your team. Super duper good ability. If you have Legend Zoro, I would contemplate feeding him the support medals, but as I said once again, you should probably wait until you really, really need the support ability before you waste the medals on certain characters, just to be safe. Sulaimon, yeah, Coliseum Sulaimon, who is actually pretty good. Self-procking conditional attack booster, which is pretty nice. Supports Cavendish. Once per adventure, when the supported character uses their special, boost attack against delayed enemies by 1.3 for 1 turn. So it's just a free conditional boost. You still have to bring a unit on your team to guarantee you the delay, which can be annoying. But as I said, with it's kind of like Legend Zoro. It's a free bit of damage without having to waste a spot on your crew for it. I think it's pretty good. If this guy's ever out in the Coliseum, I would personally go ahead and try and max out his support ability. I do think that it probably is worth it. This character is pretty interesting, kind of underrated, but I feel like his cooldown should have been a lot lower than what it is. Reduces cooldowns and his attack and orb booster. Supports Dazbones, Robin, and Bon Clay. Once per adventure, when you reach the final stage, reduces the special cooldown of supported character by 1 turn, and reduces silence by 3 turns. Oh, that's right. This is actually really, really, really good. If you get copies of this guy, you should probably feed this. This is a very, very powerful ability. The fact that you can reduce silence on your team is really, really good. Well, it reduces silence on the main character themselves, because I remember I was looking at different support abilities I was trying to use during the Treasure Map Nami, and I was really hoping to have this guy's support ability active so I could attach him to the Treasure Map Recruit Robin to help clear the final stage Nami a bit easier, but unfortunately it wasn't out yet. But here we go, it's right here. So yes, I would probably suggest maxing this guy out. This guy is definitely going to be seeing play for sure. Next we have Vinsmoke Judge, Reiju, Ichiji, Nichi, and Yonji. All the freaking Germa units. What do we got here? 1828, and then it's what, 1832. Okay, so we can actually go from here. So Judge, let's see what Judge does. Judge's support ability supports all of the Germa units and 12% of base attack, HP, and recovery. This is pretty good, and definitely could see some play, but then again, the thing is that it would probably only see play if you're running a full non-Germa team with just one of the units in it, because remember, if you have Judge as a support character, you can't have Judge in your team as a unit, and that's one of the big dichotomies of the support abilities of these characters that we're going to be talking about here. So let's move on to the next one, which is going to be Reiju. So Reiju will go ahead and support all of the Germas, and once per adventure when you're inflicted with poison or toxic, recovers 7,000 health. Would have been nice if she actually removed the poison or toxic. Unfortunately, she doesn't do that. She just recovers some health. Honestly, I don't think it's that good, personally. If she got rid of the poison or toxic, thumbs up for me, but she doesn't, so that's kind of weird. I'm not a big fan of that. Next is going to be Ichiji. Ichiji will go ahead and support, obviously, all the Germa. Once per adventure, when you're inflicted with increased damage taken, reduces the increased damage taken by 2 turns and delays all enemies for 1 turn. Yeah, I think this could definitely see play once again. As I said, the support abilities do not activate special interrupts, so you can delay enemies through interrupts. This is good. This will definitely see play. Remember, you can only support it to very specific characters, but that's really, really good. Next is going to be Vinsmoke Niji. Niji will go ahead and support, obviously, the Germas. Add 5% of his base attack, HP, and recovery. Okay, that's pretty good. When the supported character hits a perfect, reduce enemies' attack up and enrage by 1 turn. This is very similar to the Quick Beppo support ability. Whenever you hit a perfect, you reduce 1 turn of the enemy's buffs. That's pretty good. Though, attack up and enrage, there aren't too many circumstances where you need to specifically remove those debuffs. It would have been nice if it was like remove like a barrier or remove, you know, defense up or something like that, or threshold. Attack up and enrage aren't the ones you really want to be getting rid of, so not the best in my personal opinion. And then we got Yonji. So what will Yonji do? Yonji will go ahead and support the Germa. Once per adventure when you reach the final stage, add 30 times the character's attack as additional typeless damage to powerhouse characters for 1 turn. Yeah, this could definitely see play. Though the thing is like, the other good powerhouse character that also gives you tap timing bonus is V2 Katakuri. So I would say this is good outside of V2 Katakuri teams, because he's a very, very good tap timing bonus unit. But I mean, like, if you're running another powerhouse team that doesn't have any tap timing bonus whatsoever, just chuck it on the team. You can run one of the either Judge, Ichiji, Niji, Reiju, and chuck it as a support, and that could definitely help you out. So I think he's pretty good, but then again, V2 Katakuri is just the tap timing king, basically, so not really the most amazing stuff ever. 1869. Whoops, it'd be good if I could type. 1869, which is going to be V2 Fujitora. Okay, what does he do? He supports slasher characters. Once per adventure, when the supported character uses a damage dealing or health cutting special, changes badly matching orbs on slasher characters into matching. Ooh, okay. Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Though, again, it is kind of niche. It is niche because he only specifically changes badly matching orbs. If it was just like change maybe adjacent orbs of the supported character, or I don't know, it's just too niche for me, in my personal opinion. Once per adventure, what does this one do? Randomizes supported character's orb. Change badly matching orb into... Okay, it's okay. It's just way too niche for me. Though, if you're ever in a situation where the boss gives you badly matching orbs, so on any slasher character, use a health cut or a damage special, boom, you get a full board of matching orbs. Like, that's pretty good. It's just a little too niche for my liking, personally. Next is going to be, that's 6 plus Mihawk, I believe. 1881. I will double check, but I'm pretty sure that's 6 plus Mihawk. Yes, it is. So next is going to be 1918. So who's that going to be? 1918. Vinsmoke Reiju. Oh, this is the Fortnight Reiju. Okay. So she's going to go ahead and support the Germa and Sanji. Once per adventure, when your orbs are shuffled by the enemy, reduces chain multiply limit by 3 turns, and recovery are beneficial for all characters for 1 turn. Yo, this is pretty good. This is pretty good. I believe this might actually be for like one of those raids, maybe? Maybe, it could be. So what is the other unit? It's going to be Vinsmoke Sanji, which is 20. And I assume he has some sort of debuff removal as well. boost attack of the supported character by 1.2 against Judge, supporting cerebral characters. Interesting. Against Judge specifically. I don't know the specific event that this came out for on JP, but that makes a lot of sense. Dude, that Reiju, this Reiju has a really good support ability. Whenever that Fortnite comes out, which I think it is returning, so when it comes out, I would highly suggest maxing out that support ability. That will definitely see play, which is going to be Legend Robin. Oh, let's see what Legend Robin does. Barto, Cavendish, Rebecca, and Kiros. 18% of base HP and recovery. No attack. Damn, that would have been really, really good. But she does have really good HP, and she does have really good recovery. So you are adding a lot. Though to Barto, I guess to dual Barto and Cavendish, that could be a pretty good support unit. More recovery would be actually really good. And then Rebecca and Kiros, not really as much. But I think this would be a really good support for Barto and Cavendish, to be quite honest. That makes a lot of sense. 2068, which is going to be limited rare group Tashigi. And support ability. Oh, wow. Okay, this is interesting. Once per adventure, when you're inflicted with attack down, reduce attack down by 2 turns and changes strength and quick on all characters into matching. Oh boy. That is a very, very good support ability. Though, to be fair, it only supports Smoker and Zoro, which is a little bit of a downfall, but man, that is a very, very good ability. Just having a unit as a support ability to remove attack down whenever you get given attack down. Remember, you only get removal once per adventure. You do have to remember that. But you get that, plus you get all manipulation. Strength and quick into matching on all characters, not just the support character. Wow. Okay, that's pretty good. I do like that character a lot. I don't have limited rare Tashigi, but I really, really wish I did. She's very, very good. 2097. I don't know which character this is. Zoro. Oh, Raid Zoro. Okay. Okay, let me know. Let me know. Once per adventure, when you reach the final stage, boost the color affinity of slashes by 1.3. For all slashes. Bruh, that's so good. Yes, you need to max this out. Yes, 100%. To get color affinity for free on the final stage? Yes, that's so good. Though, in a lot of circumstances, you'd probably want to be running Zoro as like a sub anyway, I guess. Because, I mean, if you're running him as a sub anyway, he's going to be getting either a 2 times or a 1.75 color affinity, and he has really good utility. So, I think for most part, you should probably just use him as a sub, but, you know, it's pretty good. A 1.3 color affinity just all the time is really, really good. 2163, the Coliseum Opera, who will go ahead and boost for fighted characters. Once per adventure, when the supported character uses a damage dealing or health cutting special, reduces despair by 2 turns. Yes, this is one you want to max out for sure. The fact that you can just be supported by all fighters and you get guaranteed 2 turns of removal after you use a damage dealing or a health cutting special. Yeah, this is one that I would suggest to go ahead and max out for sure. And we're nearly at the end here. Finally, we have Big Mom 2234. 2234, let's see what she does. So this is Big Mom for Emperors, obviously includes her 6+ evolution as well. For her support ability, boost strength, dex, and quick characters, giving 10% of base attack. Now, Big Mom has, I think, yeah, equal highest attack in the game. We can literally go to here and sort by attack. Sort by attack. And yeah, you can see the Big Mom character. Okay, she has the 2nd highest attack in the game. By 3 points. Okay, so yeah, pretty much, yeah, she's up there. Look, all 3 of these characters at the top in terms of attack are all Big Mom related characters, right? That is wild. So yes, this is going to be a lot of boost. A lot of boost. 10% of that is crazy to strength, dex, and quick. That's a lot of boost. So just because of that, I would probably say that Big Mom might actually be worth it. And the fact that she boosts 3 different colors you can attach to, it's pretty good. I think that's actually pretty worth it. If you guys made it to the end of the video, I greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like. And if you want to stay up to date with all the content I post, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. But other than that, guys, I'll see you guys within the next video.